Okay, it's recording.
Okay, good morning and thank you for being here today. My presentation is about childhood obesity, specifically the emotional and psychological effects it has on children. I focus on how obesity is not a physical health issue, but also a deep and emotional health issue, and a social one as well. I'll go over some key points from my paper, but I also want to reflect what I learned during the process of researching and writing this issue. Let me start with a statistic that may shock you, and that over 14.7 million children in the US alone are obese and is currently on a rise. What I noticed during my research is how childhood obesity does not affect the body, but it also affects the mind. So, what is childhood obesity? When most people think of childhood obesity, they think of the physical consequences like heart disease and diabetes and joint problems, but the emotional toll is equally as devastating. In my research, I found out that children with obesity often experience depression and anxiety, and also social isolation. So, especially in school environments, I'm sure you heard about social media and how it adds on to the pressure when they promote unrealistic beauty standards that make children feel even worse about their bodies. Usually, childhood obesity causes are from poor eating habits, uh, sedentary lifestyles, and genetic factors as well. So the bullying and stigma that goes around childhood obesity, working on my paper, I started to reflect on my own experiences and how society views body image. I realized how much weight-based stigma affects the emotional health of children, and this makes me think about the children in my own life. For example, a children struggling to fit in due to their peers mocking their weight. This constant bullying can lead to depression and social isolation, and research showed that children are at high risk of developing mental health issues down the road, so to adulthood. I also discovered that children often internalize these feelings. They start to think about, they start to think negative, and that will follow them until adulthood. This leads me to my next topic, which can help, not help, but remove the social feeling, the negative feeling, which is family support. I found that the role of family and social support plays a huge role in addressing both the physical and emotional aspects of obesity. Positive reinforcement can motivate children to look through healthier habits, while negative reinforcement can make it worse for the children. This goes beyond the eat less or exercise more. A change includes emotional support, healthier eating habits, and a more active lifestyle. Interventions like counseling or a procedure in which they shrink the stomach or make the stomach smaller so it's easier to become full. These cases are for children who are severely affected by obesity. But what stands out to me is the importance of early intervention. So the sooner, the better. Family sport. Sorry about that. I forgot to switch. So, in conclusion, to wrap it up, childhood obesity is a complex issue that affects physical and emotional and the psychological health of many others. In my paper, I explored how children with obesity faces challenges such as depression, bullying, social exclusion. However, research that I looked at highlight the importance of early intervention, family support, and community programs that can make a positive difference. What I learned while writing this paper is how essential it is to approach this issue with a more positive and compassionate way, not for their physical health, but also their emotional health as well. It's a reminder that schools, families, and communities play a huge role in supporting these children. Thank you.